This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona. Guess what time it is? Brother Mike back on the radio, HardcoreChristianity.com. Today's Bible study, Clergy Carnality. Today on Hardcore. Hey, call somebody real quickly and tell them the radio program's on. Got some interesting information about the Catholics you might be interested in hearing. I'll make some announcements while you make that call. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center in Central Phoenix. We're on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road, in the heart of Maricopa County, Arizona. Welcome to the program. The website, HardcoreChristianity.com, has all of our ministry services. As you know, we have 2 live services every week, Thursdays and Friday nights at 7 o'clock. We have those nights available so we don't conflict with church services that you may be attending. We are not a church. We're a healing and deliverance center. We are an adjunct or a service provider to churches. We're not trying to compete with churches. We're not trying to build a mega church. We just want to be a service available to churches for Christians that are mentally ill, Christians being oppressed by spirits or demons, people that are physically healed and can't get healed. That's our specialty. If you refer them over to us, we will not be trying to keep them or steal them from your church. On the website, you can hear the teachings on Thursdays and Friday nights live streamed on youtube.com/houseofhealingaz or my Facebook page, Michael W. Smith. Sign up for a free seminar when you hit the website. We have a women's seminar every other month. We have a monthly seminar, usually the last Friday of the month. I have a deliverance training class on the 4th Saturday of every month at noon. During the summer, June, July, and August is our children's deliverance services on the 1st Saturday of the month at 10 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for hitting the PayPal button and sending us another donation. If you need a receipt for your donation of $20.20, send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I'll send it out right away. Sister Karen is on the homepage of the website, and she'll be happy to list your house for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians, and we now have water baptisms. Send me an email, baptism@hardcorechristianity.com, if you desire to be baptized. Carnal Clergy Christianity. Wow, it's unbelievable. As Reagan said to Mondale many years ago during the debate, well, there you go again. Well, here we go again. Check this article out. Regis High School in Manhattan, one of the most prominent Catholic schools in the United States, says it plans to fire the Jesuit priest who serves as its president because they found he'd engaged in sexual misconduct involving several adults, including school employees. Well, color me stunned. That is shocking evidence. Just amazingly surprising material. The Reverend Daniel Lehart, he's been president of Regis since 2016, is going to get fired at the end of April. They hired some third-party investigators called TNM USA, and they investigated what had happened and come to find out, the usual stuff had occurred. He was sexually harassing people. He was, suggestively approaching people. He was, once again, it was all falls in the category of fornication, non-consensual behaviors. It had been going on for a long period of time. People asked him to stop it. He wouldn't do it. And finally, the school had enough. That Regis School is a very famous school. Dr. Fauci graduated from there, believe it or not. The actor Colin Jost, He's the guy that married Scarlett Johansson. She was one of the Avengers. They just got married, I think, in 2020. He went to that school. Different people there. The school's got a tremendous academic reputation. People that graduate from there are, obviously very bright. But Catholicism hasn't changed at all. I don't know if you remember this or not, but Bernard Law, was at the center of a major sex scandal in the Boston, Massachusetts diocese back in 2002. And it was absolutely horrible. They were transferring priests that had been molesting children for years all over the country. Some of them were transferred here to Arizona. And of course, the Catholic Church stepped in and did the usual. They promoted Bernard Law to an archpriest at the Vatican in 2004. And he was at the Vatican until he died in 2017. Yeah, that's a true story. He actually got a promotion for destroying the lives of so many people, you can't even believe it. And, well, guess what? It's happening again. It's happening again. Not just at Regis, but believe it or not, the state of New York. Letitia James, the Attorney General for the state of New York, is investigating 9 dioceses in New York for covering up sexual abuse of children. In the Buffalo diocese alone, 3 bishops were covering up sex abuse cases for the priests and other Catholic clergy. Covering up. Can you imagine that? Oh, I'm stunned. I can't believe that's even happening. Can you imagine that? They're still doing it. Nothing's changed since the Boston Diocese scandal of 2002. It's unreal. Nothing's changed, and nothing's going to change, by the way. Recently, a group of nuns came out saying that abortion was fine, and they had no problem with it. Joe Biden is trying to get laws passed for the government to pay for abortions, including post-birth abortion, where the baby is born alive, infanticide. He's 100% in favor of it. Nancy Pelosi blocked an infanticide bill 75 times. Can you imagine that? The Church of England right now, Cardinal Vincent Nichols, is involved in a massive scandal. They've had over 3,000 complaints of child abuse made against more than 900 clergy in England and Wales. And the cardinal won't step down. He was covering up the abuse, transferring priests, monks, other volunteers. Can you imagine it? They did nothing but cover it up. It's going on right now. They've got over 4,000 cases right now against clergy in New York. Can you imagine that? That's just the totals in 2018 and 2019. Just 2 years. That's not including 2020. Can you believe that? They have paid out already in 2020 over $281 million in settlements for sex abuse cases that occurred in 2018 and 2019. In the mid-2000s, I forgot exactly what year it was, the Los Angeles Diocese, I believe they're the largest one in the country, paid out almost $1 billion in settlements for children that were adults filing claims for sexual abuse when they were altar boys and attending the Catholic Church. Just unbelievable, the insanity and the power of Satan. It's just unbelievable. His power and the power of lust demons to take over the minds of priests and bishops, cardinals, in the Catholic Church system is absolutely incredible. The gasping hypocrisy of it all is that the Catholic Church will not sanctify and will not authorize or certify same-sex marriages. But they won't do anything about gay priests who abuse children, heterosexual priests that abuse children and nuns, impregnating nuns. There's a major scandal going on all around the planet on nuns getting pregnant. It's unbelievable. And nobody stops any of it because they can't stop it. This is the devil in command. In Roman Catholicism, the problem is their gospel is a works-based system that does not allow for most of the Catholics to become born-again Christians. If they are not born again, they don't actually have the Holy Spirit. So therefore, they pick up familiar spirits. These familiar spirits parade around as the Holy Spirit, faking everybody out, and they let in all these other demons, including fear and lust and rejection. And you have this massive cesspool of chronic fornication, chronic pedophilia, chronic child abuse, and chronic multi-million-dollar lawsuits. What needs to be done? One, the Catholic Church needs to become accountable and stop burying all these priests and bishops. They hide their sin, then they transfer them to another diocese, like they transferred Cardinal Law in 2004. He went to the Vatican, and this guy should have been fired and prosecuted, not transferred and promoted, which is what Roman Catholicism does. It promotes sexual sin and sexual perversion. If you were molested by someone at the Catholic Church, you are eligible for free counseling services at the Arizona Deliverance Center, 602-636-5800. I see people healed and delivered all the time from these powerful lust demons and rejection demons that have destroyed the lives of so many children. Please come get help. If you're having suicide ideation, please do not do it. 602-636-5800.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.